Well, hello, my beautiful people. My name is Gant, and welcome back to Lucid9. Last time, we learned the origins of how we met Yahiko. Then, we're playing some acting with Akira. And now we're right here. We're listening to Beautiful Piano of Elizabeth Oshiro. And we're wondering, should we talk to her? Bother her today? Or should we just ignore her? And I've decided, why not? Let's go talk to her. I can't help it. I need some company. Heck, maybe some good old-fashioned arguing would cheer me up. When I enter the cafe, Elizabeth abruptly ceases her playing and leaps to her feet. You! What are you doing here? Wait, what was her voice? It was like, You! What are you doing here? I grin at her obvious discomfort. I'm a customer. Why else would I be here? Then go ahead and talk to him. He'll take your order. I'm on a break. She nods at the counter, where a kindly barista is waiting to take my order. Then she turns back to the piano. I only plop next to her. How can I resist the seduction of a mediocre piano player? She colors, fingers curling against the keys. Waiter, tell this person that he should leave if he's not going to buy anything. Waiter, tell dear Elizabeth Oshiro that I'm about to buy a croissant. Then tell this person that he should go buy a croissant instead of paying his attention to a mediocre piano player. Tell dear Elizabeth Oshiro that you have more than enough intelligence to know that I'm buying a croissant without having to go to the counter and point it out. Waiter, tell this person that he is a Boris Pratt. Waiter, tell dear Elizabeth Oshiro that she ought to calm down and have a spot of tea. Elizabeth is still for a moment. Then she turns to me, a dangerous smile on her face. Enlighten me, Yama Ishimoto. To what ideal do you expect one's piano skill to measure up? Something not terrible. Such as? I blurt the first piece that comes to my mind, and I can't lose my face now. Chopping, I guess. Chopping? That's a tall order. In that case, do you know any person with not terrible piano skills? Many, just not you. Of course. I assume that you yourself are well versed in piano to be confident enough to judge me. So this is what she's had up her sleeve. Just because I don't play myself doesn't mean that I can't tell a good playing. Ah, you must be the same way with making friends. I feel her words like a punch to the gut. I have more than enough good friends. Oh? Maybe I'm just not stupid enough to befriend people like you. Well, I could say the same for you. And what kind of a person am I? She spends a moment in silence, clearly collecting herself for a reply. Lazy, spoiled, rude, insensitive. Surprise, surprise. She rolls her eyes and returns to the piano. I try to find a reply, but before I can make a move, the barista thrusts something at me. Croissant? I stare at the pastry for a moment before I realize what he means. Oh, thanks. I take the croissant from him, dropping some cash in his hands. He returns to the counter. I bite into the buttery croissant as I mumble in Elizabeth's direction. Seems like you have a lot of pent-up anger. What? I was expecting you to threaten me again, as you seem to enjoy doing. I'm feeling generous today. I'd use many words to describe you, but generous isn't one of them. Yeah, you seem to prefer lazy, spoiled, rude, insensitive. Elizabeth's eyes widen. She studies my face avidly, and a clear tone of confusion to her brow. What? You sounded exactly. She trails off, regaining control of herself. Nothing. That didn't look like nothing. She clearly ignores me and sets her fingers to the piano, pressing slowly on the keys. The sweet, simple melody fills the cafe with a relaxing vibe. I settle back munching on my croissant. Suddenly, Elizabeth stops, glaring at me. Stop that! Stop what? Stop staring at me! You know, I vaguely recall having this conversation before. Because we have. What if I like staring at you? This brings a completely different reaction than I expected. Elizabeth turns beet red and shoves me away. What are you bloody talking about? I'm sorry, I just... What are you bloody talking about? I don't know why, but this is so funny. Fuck, man. I'm having way too much fun. We're only 7 minutes in and oh my god. Her extreme reaction immediately puts me on defensive. I was just, you can't say things like that! What the heck happened to the cool, collected Elizabeth just a few moments ago? It's not a big... Words like that mustn't be thrown around so trivially. What's gotten into you? Nothing. I'm going to practice. She quickly stops plopping on the keys. She quickly starts plopping on the keys. The notes are harsh and flat, grating against my ears like broken glass. I'm tempted to supply some dry commentary, but I manage to hold my tongue out of curiosity. What could be causing such a drastic behavior? I said stop staring at me! I said, what if I like... Fine, stare, whatever. She continues mashing on the piano, her hair flying about her face from her hurried motions. After a few minutes though, her tune begins to mellow. She returns to her previous song, slowing her fingers to a tender touch. I sit in silence, passively watching this transformation as I finish my croissant. I expect Elizabeth to ignore me for the rest of her piano session, but surprisingly, she's the first one to speak. My mother loved the piano. I hold back a teasing comment, intrigued by her unusual mood. And? My grandmother said that she used to be quite good at it. So that's why you play? No. She plays in silence for a moment longer. Right as I start to wonder if she's bipolar, she speaks again. There is one thing that people say I can't do. Piano? Music in general. I can't sing, I can't play an instrument, I can't even dance. Dude, that's exactly like me. But I'm trying to rap, even though I'm not a good singer, I'm not a good rapper. I can barely rhyme every single time, but you know what I mean? And I can't play an instrument. I can't play guitar or anything. I never learned as a kid. So I kind of feel right there, girl. I kind of, understand your problem. I'm going to change that next year. I feel a spark of irritation. There, again, the girl who controls the future had made another appearance. Why? Well, naturally, then I'll be perfect. That's stupid. Maybe to you. Then again, you wouldn't know anything about perfection. I doubt you'll ever try to obtain it. Well, girl, let me tell you something. Let me drink my water before I tell you guys about perfection. Water. Nothing in this world is perfect. Nothing. I don't know, I'm trying to do that one speech from the fucking guy from Bleach, the guy who sounds like this a little bit, the skeleton looking motherfucker. He said that one speech where it's like, nothing is perfect in the world. That's basically a scientist, blah blah blah. But I can agree with it a little bit, and nothing is perfect. No matter how hard you try to be perfect at something, there's always someone either better than you, and you want to be better like him, or there's always a flaw that you have that doesn't make you perfect. And it's alright, you know what I mean? Not everyone is meant to be perfect. Everyone should just live how they want to live. Stop trying to be perfect. Why? So people can like you, or maybe you have low self-esteem in yourself and you want to be better. It's like, It doesn't matter. You just have to be who you are. Yeah, you have flaws. Maybe if you don't like them a lot, you could try to, change it, but other than that, you don't need to be perfect. Nothing in this world is perfect. Animals are not perfect, people are not perfect. The only thing that is, I could say is perfect is like, well then again, is it really perfect? I was gonna say like wind or like nature, but nature can be fucking devastating. Have you ever heard of fucking tornadoes and shit? Like, nothing in this world is perfect. Other than the Lord. Sorry, I don't want to bring religion to this. But either way. Nothing in this world is perfect, man. You can't be perfect and I can't be perfect. But we can at least try to at least be a better version of ourselves that we want to be. And maybe that's your thing. But girl, don't settle for perfection because you're gonna fail. Everyone fails. It takes out one little thing you can't do. And no matter how hard you try, you just can't do it. And it's alright. There's nothing bad about it. Okay? There's nothing bad. Like, not everyone is meant to do everything like you. You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna be an Olympian, a piano player, the best singer, best dancer. You know what I mean? It's like, maybe you could perfect one of them, but you can't do all of them. And by the time, even if you tried doing it, by the time you're at the age of 80, when you're at death's door, you're just gonna be sitting there like, I should have tried something else. I should have spent more time with my family, my friends, instead of trying to be perfect. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, let's continue reading. I'm just rambling at this point. I just go in circles with this girl. And here I was thinking that she might actually be a civil person, and I might actually have a civil conversation with her. Well, excuse me, your majesty. Not all of us lowly peasants can be as amazing as you. That wasn't what I want. Cheerios, good queen. I have other affairs to see to. This is just like you. You never listen. Yeah, you never ask. You're insufferable. Thank you. I grab my backpack, pressing a discordant key on the piano just to annoy her. Well, farewell, Princess Barista. Elizabeth is usually silent as I exit the cafe. Is unusually silent as I exit the cafe. Maybe she's finally starting to think for herself. Or maybe she thought it'll be useless to say anything, since you never listen. I shake the thought away. She doesn't deserve my respect. She's already ruined the one chance she possibly had. I head into the street as a gentle piano drifts behind me. Okay. Oh, is it the emo person? Was it Crimson Crusader? No, it's Masato. Meet me at the school entrance at 5. It's not about track. I have a feeling it's about track. The unusual. That's unusual. I've never seen Masato acknowledge my dislike of track, or type so properly. Something must be really serious. Fuck, let me drink my water. I pocket my phone and race to the school. All thoughts of Britain and piano and croissants disappearing from my mind. Like earlier this morning, the entrance is all but barren. Looks like most of the students are downtown, relishing their pre-curfew freedom. Masato is crouched against the gate, his every limb slacked as he traced empty letters in the ground with his finger. As a closer glance, I realize that he's writing it is an equation. Sin 2, parentheses x plus y, parentheses plus cos squared, parentheses xy squared equals 1. Yeah, something's definitely wrong. Hey. Masato stands up at my arrival, but his eyes are still fixed on the equation at his feet. Run with me. What? Run. You said that this wasn't related to track. I gotta run, damn it. He takes off without warning. Just what has gotten into him? Groaning, I reluctantly jog after him, my feet aching with every step. Masato turns down a side path past my apartment complex, leading us along the river that winds around the district. I recognize the area. We ran it almost every day last year when I was in track. And the river itself, I know very well. He grinds to a halt by the railing and stares into the rippling water. I rarely glance around as I nudge his arm. What are you even doing? Running. Well, yeah, but here? He says nothing. I check the time. There's still plenty of daylight left. It's only 5, but the new curfew restricts Masato to only 2 more hours outside campus. So, should we keep running? Still nothing. He seems to be bottling up something, searching for words to say. Or, we could wait here. Silence. I give him some space. And wait. Some more. And keep on waiting. 15 solid minutes pass before I decide to speak up. Masato? Are we waiting here until curfew? Damn it all! Ain't no curfew! I startle at his fierce tone, noting for the first time that every muscle is rigid with tension. Hey, are you okay? Yama, tell me something. That depends on what it is. You clowning around with me? What? No. What is with everyone today? Why don't you try at anything? This again? How many times do people need to bring this up? I thought you said we weren't gonna... Answer the damn question! Okay, fine. Jeez. If I don't try at anything, it's because I don't like it. So, just cause you don't like it, you ain't giving it a chance? I already gave it a chance. Real? Cause I sure didn't see you give it a 1. Anger flickers beneath my skin. What is with people giving me a hard time? How could you not see me? We were on the same team. We ain't ever been on the same team, man. Is this because of your delusional competition with me? It ain't delusional. I had a fair chance. What is he even talking about? What fair chance? You already won. I ain't won. I ain't won. Are you speaking the same language here? Damn it! His sudden outburst shocks me. Once again, he takes off running. I follow him to the edge of the river, trying my best to ignore its roaring pond against my eardrum. Just the sound makes bile rise to my throat, but I'm able to push it down. Masato stops just as abruptly as it started, his hands curling against the fence of the canal. You know what makes me real mad, Yama? I wonder. It ain't that I'm supposed to win. It ain't that you skipped track. It's that you never gave it a chance. I give it more than a fair chance. I just don't like it as much as you do. Heh, I guess you're right. What is going on in his mind? That doesn't make you any better. Maybe I should have been the winner, but I ain't. So, you gotta own up to it. Give it a fair chance, man. It's the least you can do. Something dawns on me. Masato, you're not talking about track, are you? For someone so smart, you are blind, man. I feel rage bubbling out of my mouth. Why do you say that? Why does everyone say that? You're not even being clear. If you really want me to do something about God knows what, you should stop all the... You should stop all the cryptic crap. Everyone seems to have all of these expectations of me that I keep failing. Well, guess what? I'm gonna fail more. I'm gonna fail again. And I'm not gonna stop until someone tells me the truth without beating around the bush. I was a good assistant. Any other 17... I was a good assistant. Any other 17-year-old off the street would have been crap. But, well, I guess I failed before I even started. I guess I fail at everything. I guess I shouldn't even try. It's always been that way, Masato. And that's why I don't give track or or eating contests or whatever a fair chance. I stopped breathlessly, my heart pounding as if I just gotten into a fist fight. Saying those words feels strangely liberating, even if Masato won't understand a thing. There you go, doing it again. Doing what? Only thinking of yourself, as usual. Don't give me that. Fuck, hold on, I can't even read that word. Ya Duncan. That's smacking ill, that's smacking ill, that's this gonna through. The thickness of his accent, paired with his abrupt change of afflictions, makes him impossible to understand. What are you even saying? Smack it, you don't keep anything. My bewilderment quickly molds into anger. I grasp him by the shirt, staring him in the eyes. I swear, if I start speaking straight, I'm gonna quit this game. Masato, you're not making any sense. Talk to me normally. Talk to me so I can understand you. Talking is meant for damn communication. He grips him back, his face fighting to keep solemn. You know what I'm talking about, man. You've always knew. You're just pretending, same as you always do. I snapped the condescending tilt to his tone. I don't know. I release him, and before I know it, my fist is swinging right towards his face. He easily sidesteps, but he's clearly shocked. I don't know anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why any of this is happening. I don't know what's up with you. I don't know what's up with Yahiko or Akira or Shigori. I don't know. I swing again, my movements haphazard. Masato dodges, his face flattens as he sends a counter jab. You ever tried to know? You ever fought for something tooth and nail till you feel you're dead? I did. I tried. But it doesn't matter in the end, eh? Cause this is a race where the only boy who can't win ain't even running. Cause this race is where the only boy who can win ain't even running. My mind runs blank. I can only watch as his fist soars towards me and socks me right in the jaw. I can't even register the pain as I crumble to the ground, the wind knocked out of my back as I stare at the darkened sky. Ain't even running. What does he know? What do any of them know? You may think you fully understand the circumstances which surround his crimes, but you are sorely mistaken. Do not be so quick to forget that I am nearly a decade your senior, and I have seen a great many cases that are beyond your comprehension. I speak not of your intelligence, but of your mental capacity. You are yet very frail, Ishimoto, and this kiss may break you. I ran. The words escape from me in a breathless gasp as I fight to stand up. I ran more than anyone could know. But no one sees. No one sees. Masato doesn't even try to help me. He just stares at me with his arms crossed. In some way, I'm grateful for that. Then you gotta get back up. Get up and show him. He jogs away without a backward glance. I spend a few minutes in silence to catch my breath. Finally, I am able to stagger to my feet. The ache in my jaw turns cold from the night air. Why? Why of all days would Masato choose to talk to me? No, not even talk to me. Fight with me. I've never seen him so intense before. Not even when it comes to track. What could have possibly invoked such a response? I shouldn't have gotten angry. Not at Masato. He was trying to be honest with me. He was trying to be honest to me in his own way. I should have stopped to figure out what was wrong. But the words he said... What the heck? I quickly peer over the railing the railing in the river. Even in the dim lighting, I can clearly make out a head of brown hair and 2 flailing arms. Someone's in the river. I can't do drowning, I'm sorry. A guy's voice tears from the surface of the water, and a brown head lurches upward. His gasp for breath then resubmerges. He'll drown if I don't get him out. I tighten my grip against the railing, shaking off my shoes and tossing my jacket to the side. My hands are clammy against the sleeves of my shirt. Calm down, it's just a little water. I can handle a little water. I take a deep breath and hoist myself over the railing, diving clearly into the river. Remember the lessons. Cold, slimy liquid swirls around me, slicking up every inch of my arms and legs. It's stinging my nose with a bubbly laugh. No way out. Panic wells up my throat and grips my throbbing jaw. I push myself blindly to the boy's direction, my arms flailing through the undercurrent. Remember the lessons. Remember, lift, breathe, scoop, lift, breathe. The undercurrent suddenly jerks to life, throwing me into a terrifying spin. I pinwheel through the darkness, grasping violently for anything of stability. No. Something grips the edge of my shirt and drags me down. A hand. Is he grabbing me? No. Water floods into my nostrils, burning down my throat. My vision spins to black. I'm home! Oh. Mizu. Hey, Yams! Where's Mom and Dad? Shopping again. Found a new cookie recipe. Uh-oh. Did they make dinner? When they said that they'll be back. Okay, guess we're making dinner. Wait, what? Look, Yams. There's noodles, spinach, carrots, mushrooms, chicken. Let's make noodle soup. We're not tall enough to cook on the stove, sis. Oh. Hey, let's stand on boxes. Boxes? What if they break? They won't break. Probably. Here, I'll go get them from the garage. Mizu? Yep. Here we go. They're big enough. They're big and empty. Perfect. Isn't that a bad thing? We can't do anything if we try hard enough, Yams. Dude, I see that line, I'm like, that's why he's not gonna try hard enough. Something happens. Something's gonna terribly happen. I can feel it. Okay, first we need to fill the pot with water. You get this end, I'll get this end. Heavy. Oof. Woo. See, that wasn't so bad. How do we turn on the stove again? I don't know. Helpful, Yams. I know this. I'm turning the knobs, but it won't turn on. Maybe it's broke. Hey, here's a box of matches. Uh-oh. Okay, so if we strike like this, whoops. The carpet's on fire. Whoopsies. It's okay, look. A little water and it'll be gone. Let's try it again. I can't watch. And there. Okay, Yams, turn the stove to high and step back. What are you doing? I'm going to toss the match at the stove. 3, 2, 1, yeah! See? I told you it would work. Boom. I feel dizzy. Now, class, let's try learning how to pronounce some more of these tough words. Open your workbook to... Class, calm down. Calm down this instant, or you'll be visiting the principal's office. Thank you. Now, who would make such an rude noise? The person who tells me first will get a piece of candy. Wow, so many hands. Yuyuko. It was Yama. Yama Ishimoto, is this true? No. Don't lie. Lying isn't nice, Yama. I'm not. Yama, do you want to go to the principal's office? Yuko says she saw you. We know you did it, Yama. But I didn't. Don't take that tone with me, young man. You're going to the principal's office. But... Dude, I hate that when you just say something like... Something so casual and like teacher like, are you messing with me, kid? It's like, no, go fuck yourself. Fuck, how the fuck do you say that word? Mr. Kawaguchi. Yama was being disrupted in class and would not stop lying about it. I didn't do it. Yama. Yama, lying is very serious. You can't get into big trouble. But... Yama, I really want to call your parents. Can't you tell us the truth? Yama, we... Stop right there! Ah, Mizu, thank goodness. Maybe you could talk some sense into your brother. The only person I'm talking sense into is you. Both of you. Mizu, I don't appreciate this disrespectful attitude. You're adults. You should know better. What if Yuko was lying, huh? She lies all the time. How dare you? Yuko is my top student. Yeah, so she knows she can get away with it. Mizu Ishimoto, I will not stand for this. You're being incredibly rude. And you're being incredibly unfair. Yama wouldn't make bad noises, and he definitely wouldn't lie. That's it. I'm calling your parents. They need to teach you some proper respect. You want my respect? Then earn it. Come on, Yama, we're going home. Okay. How much longer? I don't know, Yams. This is the detour bus, remember? I don't like blizzards. Aw, don't say that. Look how beautiful it is. Beautiful? What is? Outside. I can't even see anything. I mean the snow, silly. Still not like our normal bus. Oh, Yams. I'm bored, Mizu. Take a nap. But I'm not tired. Why don't you make some friends? There's a nice looking person across the aisle. No, people are scary. Then do your homework. But I'm too tired. I thought you said you weren't tired. I changed my mind. Come on, Yams. Be a big boy. Look, it's the Rainbow River. Isn't it pretty? Rivers are boring. Look at the snow. Isn't it just wonderful? Snow is boring. Okay, Yams, what's wrong? Don't say it's because you're bored. I told Fuck, how you say that word? Chiyu. I told Chiyu that she had cuties and she touched me. Oh, what? What if I get cooties, Mizu? Then I'll die and won't be able to get the new Regal City blocks next week. Where did she touch you? My arm, here. I'll give you a shot. I'm just gonna... I hate shots. It's okay, this one will work. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm just fucking around. Are you sure? Well, not too much. Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now you got the cutie shot. So I won't die? Yeah, that's what shots do, right? Yeah, thanks, sis. I didn't even know Yama had a sister, what the fuck? I suddenly emerged into reality. Vision hazy, lungs burning. I feel myself coughing instinctively. Water spurts from my mouth onto the ground. That's right. I've never been a fan of this river. You. A firm hand slaps my back. I spew another mouthful of brine. I can't believe I'm doing this. What? I don't know if it's Masato. Hold on. I'm gonna do a girl's voice, just in case, because there's a lot of girls in this game. I can't believe I'm doing this. Why am I doing this? The vague shapes before my eyes finally consolidate into clear outlines. I'm lying by the side of the canal, clothes splattered to my skin, every inch of my body pulsing with a dull pain. A fellow student is kneeling beside me. Judging from his drenched clothing and mop of brown hair, I deduced that he's the guy who was drowning earlier. He looks vaguely familiar. It's a guy, right? Should have expected someone like this. Of all people, it had to be you. My weak mind scrambles to find a link. You're Shoji. Oh, okay. Shoji. I didn't know I made such a forgettable impression. His impression was anything but forgettable. What throws me off is his face, his eyes. Once clear, are dull and haggard with exhaustion. His skin is pallid and unsightly. His hair is ragged, as if it hasn't been combed in days. He practically looks like a ghost. I clear my throat, trying to work past the sudden awareness. Right, Shoji. Yeah, Akane's ex-boyfriend, who would probably get over her in a week or two. I feel the compulsion to apologize, but I can't bring myself to do it. Instead, I pick up my jacket, staring at the ground. Why'd you save me? I didn't. I saw you dive in. Actually, he brings up a good point. If I almost drowned, then who got Shoji out? Who got me out? I suppose I should thank you. Don't. It wasn't me. Good. Saves me the trouble of finding some awkward excuse. I feel the edge to his words. As he turns away, I instinctively call after him. Why were you in the river? He pauses, an unreadable grimace crossing his lips. You're the genius, figure it out. He disappears into the street, leaving nothing but a scattered trail of water behind him. I stared into the sky for a moment, huddled against the slight warmth of my dry jacket. Who saved us? Why? I fist my hands in the hem of my jacket, collapsing back to the ground. Useless. Again. Couldn't even swim in a pathetic little canal. Not only would I have failed to save Shoji, but I would have just drowned myself. I should have been over it. I should have been fine by now. 10 years. I laced my fingers through the sparsely blades of the grass, but my head until they dig into my skin. Too many names. Shoji, Yahiko, Masato, Mizu. Can't do anything about them. You're the genius. Figure it out. I sit up abruptly, a sudden possibility crossing my mind. Could Shoji be the next target? Maybe the murderer was trying to drown him. Maybe he knew something about the murderer. But why wouldn't he tell anyone? I sink to the ground, back to square one. I don't even know why Shoji was in the river. I don't even know why Masato suddenly I don't even know why Masato's suddenly upset. I don't even know who saved us from drowning. I wearily hoisted myself to my feet and shoved my shoes over my soggy socks. Then, journey back to my apartment is only filled with more questions. The moment I'm back, I take a quick shower, feeling grimy from the river water. As I soak my uniform into a tub of detergent, my phone suddenly pings in my pocket. I wipe my hands before I steal a glance. Is it Masato? Who is it? 3 messages. And it's from Ruby. Going home tonight. Parents signed exceptions from curfew. You don't need me for anything, right? Going home? All of a sudden? Well, I guess that her home is only an hour away by the subway, but by the time she gets back, it'll already be 8:30. I'm fine. Everything okay? I wait, but don't receive another message. Well, suits her. At least I asked. I hang my uniform over the shower and head to the living room, plopping down on the sofa. It's been such a long day. It's definitely nice to catch my breath for a second. Or not. I rarely crack the door open, but it's just Misaki, twirling her phone between her fingers in obvious worry. Misaki? Now that I think about it, she wasn't at school today, was she? I widened the gap in the door, passing on a smile. What brings you here? Are you about to sleep so early? What? Oh, right. Showered and in my pajamas. No, this is, well, a long story. What have you been up to? I didn't see you at school today. I was preoccupied with work due to the Kusunoku incident. I came to see you for yesterday. I came to thank you for yesterday. You should have just called me. I wanted to thank you in person. Something about her tone tells me that isn't the only reason she came, but I'm really not in the mood to probe her about it. It was no problem. I'll see you tomorrow, Miki. I begin to closing the door, but she stops it with her foot. Yama, is there something wrong? What makes you say that? Answering a question with another question just proves that there is. I'm here if you want to talk about it. Besides, there's something I've been meaning to tell you myself. Fine, Misaki, come in. Sure, come in. I step to the side so she can enter. She glances around my apartment as she slides her shoes against the wall. So, this is your apartment. It's a lot cleaner than I expected. Thanks, I think. After her examination, she perks on my sofa. I slouch beside her. About my outburst yesterday, I'm sorry you had to see that. It's fine. You don't have to apologize. I do. I was out of line. I just didn't want to affect your relationship with Rui. Don't tell me you're trying to pair us up too. Misaki suddenly grabs me by the collar, a hard glint in her eyes. What's the deal? You've practically known her forever. I just don't feel that way about her. How do you feel about her then? She's just a friend. She examines me for a moment, not critically, but extremely bewildered. It's clear that Rui doesn't feel the same way. Have you spoken to her about it? She wouldn't take it well. I'll only end up hurting her. Don't you think avoiding the subject would hurt her more? How would it hurt her? She's holding back in hopes that you'll make the first move. It's romance 101, Yama. I can't exactly do anything about that, Miki. She sighs, releasing me as she slumps back into the sofa. I still think you should have a talk with her. Rationally speaking, she's right. Maybe it's unfair. Maybe I'm being selfish, but Rui's my friend, first and foremost. I'm not sure if I want to lose that. I'll keep that in mind. She waves her hand dismissively. Anyways, mind explaining that bruise on your face? Oh, what? Oh, yeah. The argument I had with Masato. I lay my head back, unsure where to begin. Obviously, I can't tell her the whole story. I'm not sure how she'll react if I mention that I almost drowned today, especially since she knows my condition. I got in a fight with Masato earlier. Really? About what? A sudden flow of negative emotion pounds me as I recall the event. I don't even know. He seemed angry, kept telling me that I wasn't trying hard enough. I thought he was talking about track, but he's been trying to get me to join track every day. But it didn't sound like it. I see. Misaki considers this for a moment as she twirls her phone between her fingers. I still have a friend in Seto some years ago. At first, we never really got along much, to be honest. Every time I asked if he wanted to hang out with me, he usually refused, so I ended up dragging him along anyway. After a while, I started to think that he might have hated me. I could have just stopped talking to him, but it made me angry that he didn't want to tell me what his problem was. So one day, I just snapped at him. Thinking back on it now, I I feel really bad for doing that, for doing it. Because I don't know. I don't know why, man. Just doing that voice just makes me laugh sometimes. That he was dealing with his own issues. Her words come out in barely a whisper, her eyes drifting to the floor. She's talking about me, isn't she? I feel a knot form in my chest as the memories from back then resurface. No, I'd rather not be reminded of that time. Not again. Not so soon. What exactly is your point, Misaki? My words come out harsher than intended, but I don't apologize. She seems a bit taken aback at my response. It's just, I think whatever's bothering Masato, it must be something personal. Otherwise, he would have outright told you what his problem was. I suppose she's right in a way. It's just that Masato is so straightforward about everything. For him to be so roundabout now is understandably strange. Anyway, I'm in the mood for some fresh air. What about you? I guess she must have noted that she brought up a touchy subject. Sure, why not? I've noticed the school rooftop is a great place for stargazing. We should go there now. The school is locked down at this hour. Curfew, remember? And your point is? Is she actually suggesting that we break into the school? I guess a change of scenery would probably do me some good. Lead the way. She's smiling as she darts out into the street. I follow closely, taking in the brisk evening air. Should I just end it here? Like, it's just... I want to end it here because it's going to be too long and we might get into more, like, touchy subjects. Alrighty, so I'm going to end it here. If you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and leave a comment. But before I leave, I just want to say something. If you're going through problems, like whatever the fuck Yama's going to, please talk to someone. Don't let it bottle up inside. Like whatever your problem is, just talk to someone. Talk to a stranger. And if you can't do that, like comment like somewhere, like in a forum or something. Talk to a psychiatrist. Like seriously, it could help you. Don't bottle your shit up because you're gonna regret it and you're just gonna not want to talk to people, you know? But then again, you know what? I'm being a hypocrite because I don't talk to people about my problems either. I let it bottle in all the time. So I know the feeling. I know what Yama's going through. He has all this shit in his stomach, right? Like he wants to let out, but he just can't. He can't tell Rui that, hey, we should be friends, or he can't really talk to people like, hey, let's be serious, this is how I'm feeling, other than Mr. Ryota. And it's doing some good for him so far. In some way, you know? So find someone to talk to, you know? Don't bottle it up. There's people that care for you, you know? Even if you don't see it. Fuck. I need to take my advice a little bit. Because now that I'm saying it, it sounds really good. Okay. I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to be rambling for hours if I don't stop. If you like the video, like button, bell notification, comment, subscribe. This is farewell. And as always, bye bye.